New Wrestling World Order. I'm Dietrich Davis, and we have to talk about one of the greatest fucking morons in the business of professional wrestling. Now, we have had some idiots, ladies and gentlemen. We have met people who have pushed the level of just being stupid right at the bar. But somehow the people around them have pulled them so we didn't see the stupidity go above the bar. But the level of retard, the level of stupidity, the level of idiocracy has reached an all-time high. And that person who has created the championship of stupidity, the world title of just not knowing when to shut the fuck up, name is the man Ricochet. When Ricochet is not in Samantha Irving's face, telling her that her music is the best, when he's telling her music video is the greatest music video of all time, when he's not fighting off all of the fans that are telling him he's the greatest wrestler of all time, and he gets a moment to himself, he has found the way to grab his phone and get Twitter fingers. And the last time he had Twitter fingers, he attacked Io Sky and said he can do everything that she could do and better. And I knew he was a bitch at that moment in time because he was trying to compare his pussy to Io Sky pussy so he could say, I got the best pussy on the street. Ladies and gentlemen, he has now shown that he is the best at fucking himself over in the world of public perception more than anyone in the history of professional wrestling. There's a young man whose name is Javon Evans. And Javon Evans is a young upstart professional wrestling who is extremely slender and can move around that ring unlike most wrestlers. He's a very special talent. And for some reason, Ricochet, as I read here, had said, I'd squash him, coming at Javon Evans. And Javon Evans said ever so graciously, and he says, my bad, just got training at the Performance Center under Shawn Michaels, something you don't have or do. I bet your brown egghead ass would squash me if Tony Khan told you to. Much love, OG. Let's not even give him that much credit of calling him the OG. He then continues to say, the young OG, Tupac of this generation. I need everybody to refrain from saying you're the Tupac of anything. Because Jesse Smollett said he was the gay Tupac, and we see how that ended. So that category, and Tupac had problems being Tupac. So let's not ride on that. And then Ricochet responds at his brown egghead ass stupidity. He says, brother, I was learning from Shawn Michaels when you was like 12 years old. Then went on to become a multi-time champion. Let me know when you win one, little boy. Oh yeah, if Tony Khan asks me, I definitely beat you. Crown. And I sat back and I said to myself, this can't be reality. This can't be. Is he competing with another person not in his company? Is he comparing himself to a person whose career has barely gotten off the ground, but yet is seemingly getting more attention and success without winning a championship than you? But it doesn't stop there. Javon Evans continues to say, you learned from HBK when I was 12 and became a multi-time champion. Now you're wrestling in front of 2,000 people every week for a crackhead. Talking about a upgrade. Am I right? Hashtag the young OG. When he called Tony Khan a crackhead, because allegedly it's been said that he loves a little bit of the booger sugar, that he likes to blow his nose in between matches. For those of you who partake in any party favors or know what cocaine or crack is, he called Tony Khan a crackhead. And that is kind of funny. Because at the end of the day, Tony Khan does come off like a crackhead. Tony Khan does come off like a cokehead. Tony Khan comes off as if he's still trying to figure out where he is at life, at the same time of trying to figure out where his wrestling company is at in life. But for him to call him a crackhead is one thing. I don't think he knows Tony Khan, but maybe there's backstage stories going on. And then it continues. He says, sounds like Tony Khan isn't giving you enough attention. So you had to come for a successful young ass nigga. You're giving me, and as he continues to say, let me scroll this up. You're giving me the most views on my posts, and I'm finally helping you get the most attention you've ever had in your career. It's all love. Wink of the eye and a heart emoji. I'm not even mad at Javon Evans. To me, he's one of those individuals who actually knows that he got a lot more further to go. He actually kind of handled this pretty clearly. But once again, what is it that is rolling around and that cocksucker of a head, Ricochet, that makes him think and truly believe that he is the end-all and be-all of professional wrestling? What is it with him and guys like Will Ospreay that for some reason is obsessed with a roster that they're not a part of, that is obsessed with the WWE's current roster and obsessed with the audience giving these people attention in anyhow? And why do you have the nerve to put their names in your mouth, making their product hotter and sending your fans and audience to go see who Javon Evans is? Because of this tweet, he might not have gotten this much attention. And then when they go over to Javon Evans' videos on YouTube's over at NXT, they're going to learn that he's better than you. And he's not even 25 years of age yet. What happened when Javon wins those titles and win more titles than you do? What if he happens to become a WWE champion or a world heavyweight champion? Your fucking cocksucking ass would have to sit there and now swallow all of that egg you put on your face because you do not know how to mind your fucking business. If I was Tony Khan, I'll be handing out fines for actually having the idea of talking about the other WWE roster. Focus on making your mic talk better. You talk better on fucking Twitter than you do with a microphone in front of your face, live in front of a studio audience. You should be just a blog writer for AEW. Don't even go back to the ring no more. And Ricochet, you're one bad move away from breaking your ankle and giving yourself a permanent injury or a permanent issue that you can't recover from. You're 1 minute away from breaking and getting hip replacement. You're 1 minute away from being forgotten about. And let me tell you how really minute your career has become, Ricochet. The highlight of your fucking career. The greatest moment in your career was at Lucha Underground as Prince Puma, and WWE just bought that and will most likely have that streaming on Netflix or Peacock or somewhere. It is time for you to either put your mouth on Samantha Irvin's pussy, put your mouth on her asshole or on her feet, or self-delete at this point. Because it seems like you are one of those individuals who truly believe that they are bigger than you are. You truly believe that you are somebody worth a fucking value in the business of professional wrestling where you haven't even accomplished anything. The only reason why you became a multi-time champion is because you was used to transition the belt on to the next person. They never looked at you as the man. You was looked at as the person who was a match filler. You filled up the card. You was never considered a main event. You was never considered a spectacle. You was never considered a showcase. You will never be considered an immortal. You will never be considered a legend unless it's in your own fucking head. And you will never, ever be the biggest star in professional wrestling. And yet the same could be said for Javon Evans. We don't know what his future is, but we know that no matter what, Your future is to continue being a loser and running around the EVPs and playing with their hair like a little bitch with all the other high school girls and playing in their hair and doing kissy faces and acting like you're going to kill somebody. I need you to truly just go somewhere. Don't even show up to AEW television on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Don't tell Tony Khan to send you a check no more. I need you to stay off the internet because you are clearly suffering from plausible deniability. You are clearly suffering from an emotional fucking problem in your head. And you clearly think that the whole world of professional wrestling is somehow designed behind you. You should hang out with Hulk Hogan and start structuring the lies in your head correctly. I'm not going to go on too much longer about this. I shouldn't have even have given this much attention. But your bitchity fuckity fuck ass need to stay away from everybody on the WWE roster. Talk shit to the guys in the locker room. Maybe that's what we need to see. Why don't you spice up AEW and talk shit about Will Ospreay and the Elite and all of the guys over there that you really feel that you're better than. Don't focus on WWE no more. Completely focus on AEW because that crackhead Tony Khan, as Javon Evans has just said, is literally now paying you to give WWE more attention. You're pulling the same mistake that Swerve pulled by mentioning Booker T's name at the end of the show and making Booker T the verbal main event over at that pay-per-view. And right now, the more you talk about Io Sky, the more you talk about Javon Evans and who else you feel that you're better than, all you're doing is propping the other company up. This is why I feel you should be fined, because you might be sending the AEW audience over there. You might be sending your fans over to the other company when you're supposed to pull them in. You are the greatest fucking idiot in professional wrestling. And the sad part is, retarded people don't know they're retarded. And you're exactly that. You don't even know you're retarded because you're retarded. So I want you to get on that short bus and take that shit back to class and stay the fuck out of a WWE lane. Stay the fuck out of anybody in the NWA, CMLL, AAA, New Japan. Stay the fuck out of everybody's way. Because whatever you're doing is going to start affecting the whole company when everybody else follows suits and what you're doing. I'm sorry that I have to talk about this, but unfortunately, this bitch ass nigga makes it why we have to talk about what's going on. I hope this is the last time I have to talk about you, Ricochet. Why don't you act like a Ricochet and bounce everywhere else away from Twitter /X, away from Facebook, stay off of social media. I can't believe Samantha Irvin gives you pussy. I can't believe she lets you fuck her. That's the crazy part, which means to tell me she might be a little bit retarded herself. She might be autistic. She might be a little bit slow. Are you just two fucking dumb idiots with Down syndrome sitting on the bus talking about I love you too? And you both, and she's letting you catapult this? She must be fucking someone else because there's no way that she sees you as a man. So with that being said, I ain't going to get on too much on you and your bitch. But I got to now question Samantha Irvin around you. But now thinking about her music video and thinking about her song, she must be just as stupid as you. She probably thought she was on the level of Beyonce with that. She should leave you. And you should go find a boyfriend somewhere. Because clearly you have a pussy and you're looking for a man to fuck you. And Javon just fucked you live on X. Anyhow, new wrestling world order. Dietrich Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, don't even acknowledge Ricochet no more. His career is on the way downhill from now on. He's a fucking idiot. He wasn't even smart enough to keep his job in WWE because he thought he was going to be a bigger star in AEW, and we see what's happening with that. Ricochet, go fuck yourself.